So again, I'm Arvindo and I have brought some beautiful questions for you. So that question is related to verb. So first of all, we take that how and what kind of questions can occur. First thing, when you talk about English grammar, so that time multiple types of things are attached in English grammar. For example, if you talk about any other subject, so that subject would have a single point and that question can be related to that particular point. But when you talk about English grammar, so that single small point that can be attached with several other points as well. The single small point that there can be a noun, pronoun, adjective and other things as well. So now let's have a glance over this particular question. So the question is, she sleeps in her bed. Now you need to find out the right answer and you have to convert it into passive. So now active passive is also part of verb and transitive is also part of verb. So now just see that how beautifully the examiner has built this question. This question has already come in CGL, SSC CGL exam. And now let's see what can be the best answer. So she sleeps in her bed. You have to convert the passive. First one is her bed sleeps by her. So that is absolutely wrong because whenever you have to convert passive, first of all you have to bring object. Now next thing, she is slept in. So no, that is also wrong because subject is here that cannot be made against subject. That would go after by. So the doer in active, that is attached with by. Now the next thing is, her bed is slept in. So there is option, or her bed is slept by her. So here there's an in and here I removed and I just made. And third option is none. So now these two options are absolutely wrong. But when you go with these three options, so that may confuse anybody. So let's have a good and detailed analysis of this particular question. So why a confusion can occur while you see this particular question? Because sleep is intransitive verb. So transitive means a kind of action word which has an object. For example, if I write here, he killed a snake. So this is transitive. I told you in earlier video as well. Now the next one is he sleeps. That is intransitive. So the problem is that only transitive sentences can be converted into passive. Intransitive sentence cannot be converted into passive. That is a rule, that only transitive sentences can be built and can be converted into passive. So if this is the situation, so any reader, the learner, may go with this option, but this is not the final thing. So why this question has been made? So now several things occurs. Right, now let's talk more about it. He sleeps, that is intransitive. Intransitive sentence cannot be made or cannot be converted into passive. But there's a rule, and the rule says that intransitive sentences can be converted into transitive sentence. What is the rule? Like if we use a preposition, and prepositions are definite with such types of action words. If we use a preposition, so by adding that preposition and intransitive verb, can be converted into transitive. Getting my point? For example, now he laughs a lot. So here in this sentence you can see that he laughs, that is verb, and that is intransitive verb. A lot is an adverb, so there is no object, so that is intransitive. But there's a rule that this can be converted into transitive by using add. So as soon as we add it, so it would become transitive. So I can also write he laughs at her a lot. So now the same sentence which I wrote here, now that has been converted into transitive. So now this particular sentence that can be converted into passive as well. However, this particular rule that by using preposition and intransitive verb can be converted into transitive, that is not applied on all the verbs. For example, go, that can never be made transitive. For example, come, that can never be converted into transitive. However, it may apply on this laugh, sleep, and other intransitive verb. So here now it has been transitive. So now we can convert it into passive. So now let's see how to do that. Her becomes she. Then this is present indefinite, so it becomes she is loved. Because in present indefinite passive we use is, am, are, and third form of the verb. So she is a singular, so that's why I have taken is. So she is loved, and we cannot remove it because this is the part that converted this particular verb into transitive. So this can never be removed. This is a very, very harsh condition that has to be followed, that can never be ignored. So I'll have to add. Even I can remove by plus subject, because that is not essential in any passive, whether you write by him or not, but you will have to add this. So here, she is loved at a lot, I can add, or I can add by him a lot. So a lot is an adverb, so that's why it would come in middle here and then a lot. Now just see this, and on that example just try to find out. So this one is wrong, this was wrong, and now how bad is slept is, so that can be, now let's see this one, how bad is slept by. Now this option has removed this, so that can never be an option. None. Some of the students they go with none because they have learned that intransitive verb that cannot be converted into passive. So some of the learners by mistake they go with this option. So this is also not option. So which is the right answer? And this is the right answer. So I hope that this kind of observation that would help you, and you can point out, you can find out the question that is related to verb, passive, and transitive, intransitive. So now let's move to another question, and that is also related to SSC, CGL, transitive, intransitive. So there's a question. He is going to teach us. Now you have to convert this particular sentence into passive. Now there are four options. Is going to be taught, the same, that cannot be an answer. Okay. Now next one is we are being gone to teach by him, we are being gone to be taught, and we are going to be taught. Now the problem is that transitive and intransitive sentence, we talked it in earlier clip, that we cannot make the passive of intransitive verb. So go is intransitive, go. that is intransitive, and the kind of intransitive that even we cannot convert into transitive. We cannot convert it, so that's also a problem. So now what to do? So now we must have little concept of the passive, that while making the passive of gerund we use being and third form, and while making the passive of infinitive, so we convert it to be and third form. So now let's see, this cannot be passive because we do not make the passive of go, so this cannot be passive. So what is the answer? This is the answer. What we did, we, then same thing are, then going will be the same, and we'll convert this into passive. This infinitive will be converted in passive. This can never be converted into passive. So the right answer is this, we are going, that is the same, and to teach has been converted into to be taught. So these were two complicated questions, and which were related to active and passive, and transitive and intransitive. It was related to verb as well. So I hope that you must have liked it, you must have enjoyed it, and these questions will help you a lot so that you can understand the topic. So thank you so much with that. So if you like the video, please like it, share it, and press the bell icon, share it with your friends, and subscribe it as soon as possible. Thank you.